Hi, welcome. My name is Allison Perez Paz. In this presentation, I will be talking about what challenges did early English settlers face. Was this an easy life? Here are the 3 reasons why it wasn't. Life for the first English settlers in America was full of danger, fear, struggle. They did not find an easy new life when they crossed the Atlantic. Instead, they had to endure hunger, disease, conflict, and the challenges of establishing stable communities. 3 of the biggest challenges that I will be talking about in this presentation are they faced 1. Harsh living conditions, 2. Conflict with Native Americans, and 3. The problem of creating social and political order. These struggles can be seen in the book Give Me Liberty by Eric Foner and in the words of the settlers themselves in the primary source book. One of the biggest challenges settlers faced after arriving in America was starvation and disease. The land they chose was swampy, filled with mosquitoes, and had bad water. Eric Foner explains that, quote, by the end of the first year, the original population of 104 had fallen by half, showing just how deadly the first months were. The situation became so bad that the winter of 1609 through 1610 was remembered as a starvation time, when almost everyone died of hunger. On top of this, settlers faced deadly diseases such as dysentery, typhoid, and malaria, which spread quickly in the swampy environment. The Pilgrims also faced similar struggles when they landed in Plymouth. They arrived too late to plant crops and, quote, half died during the first winter. Illness, lack of food, and harsh winters meant survival was always uncertain in the early colonies. Another major challenge was the conflict between settlers and Native Americans. At first, there was some trade and peace, but it quickly turned violent. In Virginia, Powhatan's brother led a surprise attack in 1622 that killed 1/4 of the English settlers, about 300 people. Governor White responded by saying Indians had forfeited any claim to the land. After the attack, English fought back by burning Indian villages and killing many in revenge. This constant cycle of violence made survival even harder for settlers because they not only faced hunger and disease but also lived in fear of a surprise attack. Settlers also struggled to create stability in Virginia. At first, the colony had no families and was filled mostly with young men looking for gold instead of farming. The Virginia Company admitted that the plantation can never flourish till families be planted. This is why they began sending women known as quote-unquote tobacco brides to encourage marriage and community. Jamestown leadership also changed many times in the early years, and only, quote, rigorous military discipline held the colony together. These problems made it very hard to build an orderly and long-lasting society in the early years of settlement. Life for the first English settlers was very hard. They faced starvation, deadly diseases, conflict with the Native Americans, and constant struggles to create stability. At first, many people died and the colonists nearly failed, but over time, things began to change. In Virginia, the settlers learned to grow tobacco, which made the colony profit and attract people. Families started to form and society became more stable once women and children arrived. In New England, some groups of English settlers came for religious freedom, and they built towns with schools and churches. Although early years were filled with hardship, these settlers laid the foundation for English long-lasting colonies in America. Thank you.